Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We are back again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the content. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. As soon as you come into the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. So what we're going to do is I want to break down this particular video to provide the YouTube community with proof, 100% proof, that Willie D Live is a race hustler who rage bait the viewers for cash. That's what we're going to learn on tonight. So without further ado, guys, again, as you come in, hit the like button. Be prepared for this awesome show, because we got a lot to talk about. Shout out to Forever Studios. Appreciate you stopping by. CJ and Rich, what's going on? Social media currency, what's happening? What's happening? Respawn Realm, what's going on? Maryland, Jay Wash. Yeah. So guys, again, hit the like button as soon as you come into the building. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. So what we got for you are two videos that we're going to examine side by side. These two videos were made by Willie D Live. And I want to show you 100% proof that Willie D is a race hustler. Now, what exactly is a race hustler who rage bait black viewers? Okay, let me break this down for you in layman's terms. A race hustler is a YouTube social media influencer who talk about topics that only involve white versus black in order to enrage blacks so that their engagement on their content remains high. In the process of using rage bait, they're able to fish in the viewers who are black and they're not really educated, but they're ruled by their emotions. In turn, it creates a hustle by which money can be made. Hence, race hustler, rage bait. Rage bait is the bait you put on the fishing rod. Race hustler is a black man that normally hustles his own people by using stories that will get under their skin, but it must involve a white person. Race hustlers never use crimes that involve black on black. That would not work for rage bait. In other words, if Tyrone shot Marquise in the projects, you will never see Willie D Live talk about it, because that does not constitute rage bait. But now, if Chad, shot the maintenance worker who is black, that becomes a topic of rage bait, because you have this black man who's just doing his job, and you have this white supremacist, as they normally call them, shot a hardworking man who is a father of two. That is what race hustlers will do on social media. I'm going to have to do a series on race hustlers. So kind of look out for that, guys. I think I'm going to probably just get a playlist together and start calling out all these race hustlers on YouTube, because there's so many of them where they come online and they use topics that involve white people in order to pull the viewers in to keep the engagement up. Yep. Now you have to think about this, guys. Here I am. I'm telling you the truth, but that don't keep engagement up. That don't work. You know, it can only resonate with people that have brains. In order to be a true race hustler who rage bait, I got to talk to a stupid audience, an audience that is dumb, you know, uneducated Negroes who don't know no better. They're very easy to manipulate with rage bait content. All you got to do is put a white man to be the villain, put a black person to be a victim. Hence, now you can hustle them. Because all I got to do is just say, you know, these white people out here, they just oppressing us and they're just trying to bring us down and they just don't leave us black folk alone. And that will pull the viewers in. You know, Tariq Nasheed, race hustler. Some guy named Dr. Rashad something, race hustler. Freezy, race hustler. What is this? Something hypocrite, something, whatever the hell his platform is. He's another race hustler. Introverted rock star, hustler, race hustler, rage bait. All they do is content that involves a white person doing something to a black person. So what I'm going to show you here is a situation where we got two stories that involve people killing people over our parking lot. One, a black woman who killed a white man over our parking lot. And another one, we got a white man who killed a black man over our parking lot. I've been talking about this all week. At the same time, I got to reach the viewers with the truth. So again, as you come in, hit the like button. Hit the like button and support the work. Now, on the top of the screen, we got Willie D Live's latest video where he talked about the story involves the parking lot where the black woman shot the white man over a parking lot. On the bottom, we have another video where Willie D was talking about the Michael Drejka case and how that white man killed a black man. Now, let's listen to the top video first. Then we're going to get to the bottom video, and I'm going to show you why Willie D Live is a race hustler who rage bait viewers. I don't know why people watch these people, but it's my job to expose the devil. And what I find within the YouTube community is content creators like this are toxic because they prey upon black people, not to uplift the community. See, a lot of you black folk, you look at Willie D and you think he's somebody that's trying to help black people. Willie D don't care about black people. He care about money. He know you're stupid. He know he can easily get you through your emotions. Blacks have always been destroyed by their emotion. Every church leader destroyed you because of your emotion. Creflo Dollar took your money because of your emotion. TD Jakes took your money because of your emotion. You understand? Just the other day, you had Kirk Franklin ready to crash out in the street. How many of y'all gave Kirk Franklin all your money all throughout the 90s, all throughout the 2000s? You thought this man was a man of God and he's a devil, a false prophet. All of them, race hustlers. The Jesse Jacksons, the Al Sharptons, what's this other one? The Ben Crumps. All of these guys are race hustlers. They don't care about the black community. They only come out when they need you for their money. This is why in the black church, they let politicians come in the church. Not because the politician want Jesus Christ. No, the politician want the black vote. They know they could get black votes from Negroes because they're easy to manipulate. Do you understand? So if you want to learn, if you want to elevate, if you want to be mature and have the ability to discern when something is rage bait from when something is genuinely good content, pay attention to the stream. Let's get into the first video at the top. Let's break this one down. Let's go.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right. A witness tells 7 News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space with the man we see in that cell phone video. In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like this, blocking the space, but minutes later he moved. She then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda, who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot. Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds they exchange words. At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car, still pointing the gun. He appears to walk away, but immediately comes back and she fires. All this time, it appears she's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going. Then a second car behind them. For more than 2 minutes, pedestrians and cars go by. The man was alternately sitting up and lying down, but he would later die at the hospital. Deputies arrived roughly 3 minutes after the shooting, and that woman, we're told, is claiming self-defense.
Do you see that? The woman claiming self-defense. I want you to think about that as we move further with the content. Now, before we continue now with this, let's play the bottom video where Willie D took on the case of Michael Drejka versus, I believe the black guy that died is McClurkin. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name properly. My apologies to the family. But let's get into that video and break that one down. Let's go.
What's up, family? Michael Drejka, who shot and killed Marquise McLaughlin after a dispute over a handicapped parking space, has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. Nicely done, jury. Nicely done. I'm glad that God came down and did something to you, put something on your heart to dish out a little justice for a change. Justice comes so rarely for black folks in America. Hey, man, you know, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, even when we get justice, we have to kind of pause and like, wait a minute, is it real? You have to pinch yourself.
Now, let me stop there so I can interject with some information to educate the community. When you witness a race hustler, a rage baiter, right? What these influencers love to do is make black people believe that whenever a white person does something to one of us, they done it to all of us. That's their method. They love to make you believe that if, let's just say hypothetically, you had a Zimmerman situation, Trayvon Martin end up dead, the rage hustlers, the race hustlers will convince you that what happened to, the young brother, it happened to all of us. So in our minds, rather than us being civilized, rather than us thinking mature, instead we play the victim. Wow, that's not right. What happened to Trayvon? That happened to all of us. We need to fight. We need to do something. And what the rage baiters and the race hustlers do is they get you enraged to the point where you burn down communities. You start to do a bunch of evil stuff, similar to when what is that guy that he had the knee placed on his neck by the police or something along them lines, and he ended up dead. And they end up turning him into a martyr, made statues with him, and pretty much destroyed the whole city, right? Well, that was because of social media. You understand? Social media influencers. They're the ones who put the batteries in the backs of black people. It enrages them. And then they go out and they commit crimes, similar to the situation that happened where you had 3 black women that went out and they attacked a white woman. While beating the white woman, they were saying, "Free Carmelo." Well, where do you think these women get this from? From social media. Social media influencers. They rage bait them. They put the battery in their back. They make them believe that they need to go out there and fight. And in the same time, the race hustler makes all the money through AdSense on social media. And this is the biggest grift there is within the black sector of social media. Anytime you see a black influencer talking about white supremacy, the white man, these racists, these people, and they're oppressing us, and they're this and they're that, and they always trying to use a situation between a white man and a black man, or whatever the case is. You just witnessed a race hustler rage baiter. That's what you're witnessing. And there's so many of them on social media. Everything they do is designed to enrage you, but you'll never see them talk about black on black crime, how the black community need to get rid of their gangs, how black men need to become fathers. You'll never hear that because that don't make money. You don't build platforms and gain an audience by saying, you know, us black men need to be better fathers and take care of our. Nobody want to hear that. That does not give you no views. You don't gain subscribers. What gets the money is you got to rage bait black viewers. That's the only way they will stay and watch your platform. Similar to the black church. Let me ask you a question. How do you keep black people in churches? Put the answer in the chat. Let's see who's smart. How do you keep black people in the church? Dun, 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 dun. Let's see who can answer this. How do you keep black people in the church? What are pastors doing to keep black people coming back? What exactly are they doing? Participate! Speak! Post a comment! Or I'll turn off the stream. What do they do? What do they do? I need one word. One word. What do they do? Entertainment. There you go. Entertainment. In order to keep black people in the church, you got to entertain them. You got to entertain them. You understand? Entertain. That's how you keep them in the church. Entertain. What do you entertain them with? You entertain them with the prosperity gospel. You entertain them with false hope. You entertain them with music. You lie to them. You manipulate them. You got to keep them entertained. That's why when you go to churches, they play that demon music, keep you in a trance. And before you know it, the money comes out your pocket. How many of you been to church and they put on that music and it put you in a trance? You get goosebumps and you start feeling God is in the church, and then the money comes out your pocket. Come on now. But they got to entertain you first. That music, it is entertaining. The lights, the cameras, the glitz, it's designed to make you feel like you're at a concert. You think Jesus Christ would be doing all of that mess? No. So in order for the church to keep you in the building, they got to entertain you. In order for a race hustler to keep you watching their streams, they got to rage bait you. So now let's get back to the content so we could break down these two situations. Let's get back to the bottom of the screen on Willie D speaking on the Michael Drejka situation. You can see that he's happy that Drejka got 20 years. And keep in mind, Michael Drejka pleaded self-defense. And this all happened out there in Florida. So make it make sense. And it was all over a parking spot. Let's go.
But yeah, they got it right. So for you who don't know what this case is all about, let me give you the backstory.
He's going to give us the backstory, guys. Check it out.
So Marquise's wife and kids are sitting in the car in a handicapped parking space. Marquise is inside of the store with his son, small son. Michael Drejka, the parking lot sheriff, decides to accost Marquise's wife, insult her as she's sitting in the car.
I mean, think about this. Willie D was not there, but he claimed that the man insulted the other guy's wife. We don't even know their marital status. We don't even know that. But let's go.
Because she doesn't have a handicap placard. Marquise comes out of the store.
What did Marquise do when he come out the store, Willie? What did he do? Because you're the same one who sided with Carmelo because Carmelo was pushed by Austin Metcalf, and you claim that Carmelo was justified in killing Austin over a push. But for some reason, guys, because this is a white man who literally was arguing over a parking spot, let's see what happens in this situation.
Realizes what's happening, pushes Michael Drejka to the ground.
Pushes Michael Drejka to the ground? Really? So he pushed him to the ground. What else happened, Willie?
Michael Drejka comes out, pulls a gun from his hip.
Pulls out a gun. Oh, just like Carmelo, who pulled out a knife on Austin and stabbed him in the heart, right? And you agreed with that killing. But for some reason, you don't agree with Michael Drejka?
Boom, one time, and hit Marquise in the chest. Marquise stumbles into the store, tries to escape, goes into the car and the store and collapses. Dies in front of his son. So this fool tried to claim stand your ground. You know that's
Do you see that? He said this fool tried to claim stand your ground.
to claim stand your ground. You know that's a very controversial defense that a lot of people try to use.
That a lot of people try to use. Notice when it's the white man who want to use self-defense. For some reason, Willie D don't accept that. But he accepts self-defense for Carmelo Anthony. He accepts self-defense for the woman who shot the white man. Are y'all seeing the picture here? Are y'all seeing the hustle?
Florida. See, I don't believe that a person gets to initiate confrontation, initiate conflict, get their ass whooped, get the short end of a stick, and then shoot somebody or get harmed themselves and then claim self-defense. I don't believe.
Notice you have this Tyrese person playing victim in the live chat, talking about the white man is always harassing us. I don't get harassed by no white people. I don't know where you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You have a victim mindset. You're a sick person. And this is what they do on social media, guys. You have these demons, these NPCs. Every time I go live, they pop up in my live chat on the new accounts. And they're always talking like we're all being oppressed. Like black people is just being oppressed by white people. That is a part of the rage bait, guys, because they want black people to feel like they're a victim. The majority of black people live in the black community where there are no white people. And all they got is black on black crime. But on social media, these rage baiters and race hustlers keep making them feel like, oh, we're just being harassed by white people all day. That's all, we're just being harassed. I stay to myself, so I don't even know what you mean about being harassed by white people. I don't talk to nobody. I don't be around folk for people to harass me. So if you're being harassed, obviously you're putting yourself in situations because you play the victim. You understand? That's all your comments is victimhood. Let's go.
That's how it should work. If you...
Matter of fact, you sound like a pussy, to be honest with you. I'm just telling you straight. You sound like a straight up bitch to be crying in a live chat on a public platform talking about, yeah, you know, they just keep harassing me and yeah, keep it. Man, shut up. You sound weak as hell. Let's go.
Initiate conflict. And you get the short end of the stick. That's on you. You shouldn't have been messing with folks in the first place. You should have minded your own business.
Notice he's saying that the white man should have minded his own business. But when it came to Carmelo Anthony, he didn't tell Carmelo Anthony to mind his own business. Carmelo Anthony was asked to leave the so-called canopy tent so that the team can do what they got to do. For some reason, Carmelo did not want to leave. The black woman got out of her vehicle brandishing a gun. If her life was in danger, why would she leave the car? Do you get what I'm saying, guys? But yet, for some reason, Willie D don't want the white man to benefit from standing his ground. I mean, he was pushed on the ground. He was physically attacked. But yet, for some reason, Willie D don't want to accept that the black man did wrong by putting his hands on the white man. At no point did Willie D even say, well, you know, the black man is wrong for putting his hands on the white man. No, in his mind, black people can beat white people up and get away with it because after all, we're black. We're supposed to do that in his mind. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
What is it with these folks who think that they are deputized lawmen? Like they care more about what's going on with folks than the police do.
No, notice another rage baiter in the comments that says they did the same thing to us for 300 years. You know why the white man was able, and it's not 300 years, dummy, it's 400. You know why the white man was able to keep you folks in slavery for 400 years? Because you're a bunch of fucking cowards. That's why. See, somebody got to tell you the truth. How could you be enslaved for 400 years and just stay there being enslaved? How? But yet you in these streets talking about you gang members and you about that life and you from the block. Yo, I'm repping my hood. I'm repping. Well, when the white man had you in slavery, why you ain't free yourself? Because you was a coward the whole time. You didn't want to die. So you did what he told you to do, which means the white man is stronger than you. Period. There's no other way around it. Because in today's day, the black man keep acting like he's Mr. Tough Guy, he's this and that. Well, if that was the case, why you ain't free yourself from slavery? You could have been revoked. You could have been took down the so-called slave master. All them slaves, and y'all ain't fight back. But yet y'all got mad with Ye when Ye said that slavery was a choice. Guys, when Ye said slavery was a choice, he was condemned on social media. The black community condemned him. But when you think about it, fam, it was a choice. It was a choice. Why? You had the choice to free yourself or stay and be a slave. Which one is better? Being free or die trying? Which one? So at the end of the day, if the white man had enough power to put you in slavery, that make you weak. You understand? And to be honest, you didn't even free yourself. He had to free you. Think about it. This is why they mad at me. This is why they mad at me. The black man didn't free himself from slavery. The black man didn't free himself. Up to now, you ain't free yourself because you still playing the victim in today's day. You can go out there and become anything you want to be. Ain't nobody got you on a plantation, but you still playing the victim in 2026. It's 2026 and black folks still playing the victim. I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. Listen, guys, this is why they hate me. Because I'm intelligent, I'm smart, and I don't play the damn victim. I don't got that kind of mindset, gang. I don't got that kind of mindset, and I don't teach my children to be that way. But these rage baiters and race hustlers, their job is to keep the black community down. As long as Willie D can keep black viewers thinking like a slave, that is how he'll make money. The new plantation is being subscribers to these rage hustlers, these race hustlers. That's a plantation. When you're a part of Willie D's platform, you are one of his slaves. Do you understand that? Because he's not elevating you. He's not teaching you anything. All he's doing is keeping you in a state of rage. He's keeping you angry with white people all day. You understand? That's all he do. Now, let's get back to the content. Again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's go.
Who get paid to do this stuff. Something that I thought was interesting is the way the family responded during the victim impact phase of the sentencing. They were like, no, we don't forgive you. I ain't like the fact that the mother said, I don't hate you, but I don't forgive you either. I ain't like that part. I think I would have felt better if she would have been like, I hate your guts.
Notice he said, I would hate your guts. That's what he would want the mother to say in regards to the white man, that I hate your guts. See the hate?
Kind of like the brother did. The brother was like, look, I don't forgive you. I'm not there yet. And if I die before I can get there and forgive, then I'll see you in hell.
And let me also say this, guys. Do you know that Willie D don't even believe in God? Put a 1 in the chat if you know this already. Put a 2 in the chat if you never knew that. Because I did videos on this. Willie D made that confession. I think he was talking to Jay Prince. It was on a video that's most likely still on his platform. It's still on his platform, to be honest with you. Willie D don't even believe in God. He believe he is God. It's all on video. He called himself God. He said he don't believe in God. He don't believe in God, fam. He don't believe in none of that. He don't follow no Bible, nothing. He don't care about none of that stuff. This is a fact. It's right on his platform. But a lot of you folks that are Bible believers, you literally be following this man like he's doing the work of God. And this man don't even care about God. He follows the devil. Let's go.
And I can't wait. So, I mean, but that's the start. I mean, all of this stuff that we seen by contrast during both them John trial, his brother and his dad, the judge, and the bailiff, all this stuff, man. So at least that's the start. Because I ain't forgiving nothing.
You heard that? He said, I ain't forgiving nothing.
You violate mine, I'm not forgiving nothing. I'm going to be about that action.
He's going to be about that action. This is where the viewers get batteries put in their backs. This is why you got to be very careful, guys, listening to these influencers. First of all, Willie D is not going to do anything to anybody. You know why? Because he's a felon. You understand? We already done expose his whole rap sheet. This guy was scamming people with iPhones, literally doing a bunch of stuff. He scammed a lot of people, guys. Got arrested, and the feds pretty much raided him. And he only got 1 year and 1 day in prison. Now, you tell me, when you are basically, I forgot the exact charge that he was charged with. It's a federal crime that you're supposed to get about 20 to 30 years for, but they gave him 1 year. You know why? Because he snitched. He snitched. He most likely ratted out whoever he was working with, guys. And the feds gave him 1 year for a federal crime. That's crazy. He took a deal under the table. And that's why you see him on YouTube being a rage baiter and race hustler. He's working with them people, fam, to keep black people down. But y'all so deceived. Y'all really think he's working for God, not understanding he's working for the devil. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
So it didn't work this time. Boy, you could see that look on his face. The look on his face said it all. And I'll put the link in the description. But the look on his face, like, damn. And I thought white privilege was going to work for me.
Notice he's mocking the white guy who got 20 years by saying that the white man was probably saying white privilege didn't work for me. So in his mind, he's laughing at the white man who got 20 years. But Willie D is the same one who sided with Carmelo Anthony, and Carmelo Anthony's a murderer who murdered a good kid named Austin Metcalf, who had his whole life ahead of him. And because of anger issues and the fact that Carmelo was not basically taught by his father to have conflict resolution skills and know how to de-escalate situations, he decided to pull out a knife and stab Austin Metcalf in the heart, killing him. And yet Willie D live side with Carmelo and claim self-defense, even though it was not no self-defense. It's not self-defense when it's premeditated murder. When you tell Austin, touch me and see what happens. Touch me and see what happens forfeits self-defense. And to be honest, Austin didn't have no weapon. Carmelo's life was not in danger. There was no way he was going to die. But for some reason, he decided to use lethal force on another kid because he's angry with the world. You see what I mean? He's angry with the world. But see, when you look at Willie D, you'll never see him talking about this story. Yeah, that one right there. You'll never see him talking about that. Of the black kid that killed another white student in school. Shot him 3 times in the bathroom, killing him. You'll never hear Willie D talking about this because those kind of stories, it don't help the hustle because it puts a mirror in front of black people showing us that we are our worst enemy. This is the image that the race hustlers don't want to show the black community. They don't want to show them that we kill each other daily. They want to show the image that we're being attacked by white people. Because if you do that, it'll, again, enrage black people and make them feel like victims. And that, in turn, translates into dollars for people like Willie D Live. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button. Let's go.
Didn't work out. Didn't work out that time for him. Oh, man. I know that had to hurt. Because he was sitting there like, I bet he's thought about many, many times how he would gun a black person down. Like, I'll inject myself into a situation that is totally trivial.
You see this? He's literally projecting this on white people by saying that the man always wanted to harm a black person. Do you see that? He didn't do that with Carmelo Anthony. He didn't do that with the black woman that killed the white guy. Why? Why is it that when it comes to black people that kill white people, Willie D don't got no problem with that? But when a white person does something to a black person, they're a white supremacist.
I'll start it and I'll give them an opportunity to push me or do something to me and threaten me. And then I'll pull out my gun and I'm going to gun them down and I'm going to claim self-defense. I bet you he thought about that.
You see that? Do you see how he mocks white people who claim self-defense? But when black people kill white people, self-defense stands, even when clearly these people are guilty.
Didn't work out like that. Didn't work out that way at all. That's why y'all got to be careful. Anytime you see a person who...
Anytime we see a person who's what, Willie?
Just overly aggressive.
Overly aggressive, like Carmelo Anthony. Like the black woman that killed the white guy who got out of her car with a gun, brandishing a gun, and she went after the guy. See, nobody's talking about that, guys. Nobody's talking about the fact that the black woman came out of her car with her gun going after the guy, escalating the situation. They only want you to focus on the fact that the white man kept circling around her with the car. But they don't tell you that she got out of the car with her gun to go after him. She could have went home. The argument was already done. She already had the parking spot. So it's like, what are you still getting out your car for? What are you doing? Because she wanted to kill the white man. And she's most likely a Carmelo Anthony supporter. Most likely on edge. A violent individual who wanted so bad to unalive a white person. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
They confrontational. Oftentimes, they're acting that way because they're packing. You know, they have some type of, they feel like they have some type of advantage over you. So you got to be very careful with those type of people.
Notice all the trolls that are in the chat, guys. You got people saying Carmelo was innocent. And these are black folk, guys. This is what I'm saying. In their mind, black folk can kill white people and it's not a problem. That's their mindset, guys. That's how sick these people are, fam. They're crazy.
So if you're going to do something to them, you know, check them out first or get them in a position where they can't.
Notice this, guys. Notice this. The person says Carmelo was innocent, right? Then he comes back in and says, laughing my ass off, I'm joking. I'm not. Let me get you to fuck off the platform. Bye. This is not a joke. See, this is why, guys, nobody take black folks serious. Nobody take you serious because you act like an idiot. You understand? We're talking about real life issues. You're talking about, I'm joking. Just real stupid. Like you can't take these people serious, fam. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button.
Stepping on you or something, you know, take care of your business swiftly. Because oftentimes they are packing.
Notice he's saying that the white man is packing. But yet we got a black woman who is packing and she came out the car with her gun because she wanted to kill a white person. She could have stayed in her car and called the cops, but no, she came out the car. If she was so afraid of her life, so afraid for her life, why would you get out the car, holding the gun and pointing the gun at the guy, which already is a problem because you shouldn't even be pointing the gun. The gun is supposed to be on a holster. The gun is supposed to be down. But she had the gun pointing at the man. You understand? These folks don't care about facts, y'all. They're brainwashed, and they're brainwashed by these so-called rage baiters and race hustlers.
You got to be very, very careful. If I were you, I would just assume that a person is packing anytime. I operate that way anyway.
Notice he said you should just assume that a person is packing. So why the black woman didn't assume that the white man had a gun? Why she got out her car if she's so afraid for her life? Come on, man. She wasn't afraid for her life. She wanted to take a life.
And not being overly aggressive. Just any type of conflict, I just automatically assume that a person is packing. And then I respond accordingly. Perhaps old Mikey can stand his ground while he's doing his time in prison, where he can't hide behind a gun.
Do you see how he's mocking the guy for going to prison? You see that? He's happy that the white man going to prison. Well, Carmelo got 35 years. How about that, Willie D? Carmelo, 19, and now he's in prison with men, grown men. If he was so afraid for his life, now he's going to have something to be afraid of now, because he got to fight grown men. That's right. For 35 years. Yeah, because he's stupid. He decided to pull out a knife rather than pulling out his hands and fight like a man. He went out like a sucker and got 35 years. You see? But you over here condoning violence on white people through these videos by rage baiting the viewers. And this is why those 3 women attacked a white woman and was screaming, "Free Carmelo." It's because they get this rage from influencers on social media. Guys, if there's no social media, none of these people will be outside raging. None of these people will be outside committing these crimes. They're getting influenced by influencers. They're getting it from social media, guys.
All white privilege. No more talk.
Now, let's review his newest video about the woman who shot the white man. Let's check that video out and break it down.
All right, fam. What are y'all thinking? Y'all know the internet is ablaze with this particular case. Self-defense, a cold-blooded, calculated murder.
Now think about this, guys. When it came to the white man, Willie D didn't stand on no self-defense. And the white man was pushed to the ground. He was attacked. Hands were put on him, right? Hands were put on him by the black man, right? But for some reason, we want to act like we don't know what's going on. And let me give you a better look at exactly what happened in that particular case. Let me put this on the screen for you guys. Check it out. This is the actual story that happened with this black guy who was gunned down by the white man, right? Michael Drejka, right? So now it was over illegal parking in a handicapped spot. They didn't have a sticker. You see the white guy there arguing with his woman in the car. Black guy comes out, right? Put hands on him. Hey, he assaulted him, right? White man pulls out his gun. Black guy is praying to Jesus. And now he gone. Why? Because he put his hands on him. Well, when it comes to the Carmelo Anthony situation, Willie D agrees that because Austin put his hands on Carmelo, that it was justified for Carmelo to stab him in the heart and kill him. But for some reason, for the white man, that don't work. Are you seeing the hypocrisy with these black influencers? How when it comes to black people, it's self-defense, but when it comes to white people, it's not. Am I the only one with the intelligence to see through these videos? This is crazy, man. So now this black guy is gone because he decided to attack the white guy, and now his son don't have a father because he wanted to fight rather than de-escalate. You see? He could have just went in his car with his woman and leave, But for some reason, he wanted to fight. And another thing I want you guys to see, let me point this out. Watch this. While the white man is arguing, notice he's not banging on the car. He's not punching nobody. He's just mouthing off. But watch when the black guy comes out. Once the black guy come out the store, you're going to see his woman step out the car. Look. Black guy come out. Watch the woman. Now she get brave. She ain't step out when the man wasn't there. She stepped out once she saw her man coming. So now we got a 2-on-1 situation. Let's go. Now she get brave. He pushes him. She's like, yeah, my man got you. Ha, ha, ha. My man is here. My man is here. But he forgot that's Florida. The white man got a gun. So he pulls out his gun and pow, pow. He gone. And once he bodies him, think about this. The white man could have bodied her. And he could have bodied his son. But he didn't. If the white man was really a cold-blooded murderer, he could have bodied the woman too. Think about that, guys. If Drejka was really a stone-cold killer, he could have said, you know what? I'm unaliving your whole family. But he didn't do that. That didn't happen. Are you seeing that? And yet Willie D Live condemned his actions, but he never condemned Carmelo Anthony's action, y'all. Pay attention, man. Not only that, he ain't condemned the actions of the woman who killed the white guy, and she got out her car. Think about this, guys. If she was in her car, she's protected. She could turn on her car and she could drive away. She could park down the block and call the police and be like, look, I'm armed. There's a guy in the parking lot. He seems a little weird. I don't know, but I decided to get out of the situation. No, she decides to step out of the car, grabs her gun, get away from being in a safe vehicle, and she approaches the guy with the gun. That's what nobody's talking about, that part. She got out the car to intimidate the man brandishing a gun, escalating the situation. Why? Because she wanted to shoot. But nobody could see that because she's black. Let's get some get back against the white man. That's how they feel. But she's going to do time. Eventually, she's going to prison. Eventually, she's going to prison, y'all. I'm telling you. She's going to prison. Once they gather up all this investigative stuff, they're going to bring charges on that black woman. Watch and see. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
Give me a thumbs up if you believe this was self-defense. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, she going to jail. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay.
No, he's gaslighting the viewers by telling them I give you a few moments to think about it. He already done decided that it's self-defense in his mind. Why? Because the person is black.
Time's up. All right, fam, a lot to unpack here. You heard the news story. She said, walk away. Buddy kept coming, gave him a warning. Walk away. He kept coming. I got to call a strike and a ball, fam. Like, if the shoe was on the other foot.
He said if the shoe was on the other foot. He said if the shoe was on the other foot, guys. We saw what happened on the other foot. We saw the white man shoot the black man. We saw the shoe on the other foot. We saw Carmelo kill a white kid who asked him to leave a tent.
And dude had the gun and she running up on him. I'm thinking to myself, why are you walking up on somebody with a gun telling you, warning you to get back? Let me tell you something, fam. If you got a gun on me, you ain't got to warn me to stop walking towards you.
Do you see this madness, the hypocrisy? Do you see this madness? But yet the black man pushed the white man. The white man had a gun. You see? The black man didn't leave. Right? Carmelo pulls out a knife rather than pulling out his hands because he's a coward. Right? He was asked kindly to leave the tent, but he didn't want to leave.
I'm not walking towards you. He is an Army vet. He's supposed to know better.
Not necessarily know better. We might look at it from our point of view that it looks kind of weird. He's walking around and a woman pointing a gun. Being that he's an Army vet, he most likely have guns. He's not afraid of a gun. There's a lot of guys that are not afraid of no guns. You could point guns at them. They're not scared of the gun. They're not. He could have been telling that woman, put down the gun. Put down the gun. Why are you pointing a gun at me for? We don't know what they were saying. That's why I'm hoping that she was recording it and it's on that tape. Because he could have been telling her anything. Her life was not in danger. She could have got back in her car. We got the videos, man. She could have been in her car waiting for police. She got out because she wanted to shoot. I told you, there's a lot of people who will provoke a situation so that the circumstances could be met in order for them to use their gun so they could claim self-defense. You understand? Again, think about the black lady who went to the house. She was an Uber driver or something, and she thought she had to pick something up. The old lady didn't know what was going on. She pulled up at the white man's house, but prior to that, somebody called the white man's house, harassing him, basically claiming that somebody in his family is a hostage or something along them lines. I don't got the whole story. So the white man was already panicking and on edge, and basically thought that somebody was coming to pick something up. So when the lady came, he assumed that the lady was working with whoever was on that phone. And the white man unalived the woman. You see how that work? Crazy world we live in, man.
You're Army vet, bro. You're supposed to have some type of situational awareness about conflict, resolution, and war. If somebody's pointing a gun at you,
nobody should be pointing a gun at you. Number one, she got out the car brandishing a gun. You're not supposed to be doing that. Guys, do you know you're not supposed to be doing that? If I'm standing in front of my yard and the neighbor across the street is mowing their yard and I don't like the noise, and I come out my house and I start pointing my gun at him, I'm already in trouble. You're not supposed to be pointing guns and brandishing weapons at people for no reason, gang. She got out her car with a weapon. You understand? She escalated the situation. Why can't black folk understand that? Why is it so difficult for black people to understand what it means to escalate a situation? If you're fearing for your life, why would you get out of your vehicle? Why? Why? That's like going to Colombia or going to Mexico or wherever, the border, or I don't know where, but you have these cartel people. The cartel is out there. You can see them. They're there. But rather than you stay in your car, you getting out the car to go to the cartel and be like, hey, guys, I don't want no trouble. They're going to kill you. They're going to kill you and they're going to take your vehicle. You know why? Because you're stupid. You got out of the vehicle. How many of you, with a show of ones, saw videos where you had people that were in a car and the cartel tried to block them in and the driver drove around them, made a U-turn? It's a popular video that's still on YouTube. And you see the people get away because the cartel tried to hijack their vehicle. You don't ever get out your car, no matter what. Don't ever get out your car. Under no circumstances are you to get out your car. How stupid could you be? If danger is outside, why would you get out your car? If there's a hurricane, I'm not getting out my car. It's stupid.
At that moment, if you're not ready, they have your life in their hands. All they got to do is decide to squeeze that trigger.
Well, that's the same thing that Carmelo Anthony did, because Austin didn't have a weapon. Austin went to school to compete. He didn't go to school to die. But Carmelo was a bum, a thug, and he had a knife on him. And he pulled it out. Right? But you're not saying that about Carmelo. You're not saying that about the black woman who pulled a gun when the white man had no weapon. Her life was not in danger.
And if you are approaching somebody who has a gun trained on you, it is absolutely asinine for you to approach somebody pointing a gun at you, for you to continue to walk up towards somebody.
This is what the rage baiters are going to keep doing. Go to any black channel where you have race hustlers and rage baiters. They're going to keep focusing on that. They're going to be like, yeah, he was walking up to her. He should have never did that, blah, blah, blah. But none of them is going to talk about the fact that the woman came out the car with the gun and how that forfeited it self-defense. Anybody that understands the law know once you step out that car with that gun, there's no self-defense after that. There's no self-defense. You escalated the situation. You're now the aggressor because you're going to make the assailant more angry. Why? Because you got a gun and you're brandishing it and you're pointing it at the person, making them get more angry. You understand? And this is how it's going to play out in court.
With a gun trained on you. Now, here's the thing. I hear some people saying, nah, man, she shouldn't have got out of the car. And, you know.
Now watch this, guys. You see how he just finished talking about the gun, if the gun is on you. So now let's flip this story around. The black woman is arguing with the white man. The white man pulls out the gun and he's pointing the gun at the black woman. Do you really think Willie D is going to sit there and say the black woman should have walked away? No, his focus will be the white man is a racist. And the white man wanted to kill the black woman. That's what he's going to demonize the white man. Do you not understand that? If the white man was pointing the gun at a black woman, he'll have a field day with this topic. He'll be like, you see these racists? He pulled out a gun on a woman, a helpless woman. What a coward. Look at him. How could he do such a thing? He ain't even going to be telling the black woman she should walk away. He ain't even going to talk about the black woman should have just walked away. No, he's never going to mention that. His focus is going to be to demonize the white man. But now when you spin it around with the black woman holding the gun, all of a sudden now the white man should have never been walking around while she's holding the gun. Justifying the fact that a woman is brandishing a weapon when she's not supposed to be pointing the weapon at nobody. Let's go.
That's not self-defense. She didn't have to shoot him. Well, I know she's not the police, but I do know that the police shoot people all the time when they tell them, stop, don't come no closer. I'll shoot you.
Do you see how he rage bait you again? Do you see the tactics of rage baiting, guys? Put a 1 in the chat if you see the tactics of how he just threw in some rage bait. That's how they do it. Like every 5 minutes, they got to throw in some rage bait. What did he do right now? He just told you, oh, you know, these cops? Oh, yeah, these cops, they'll shoot you, this and that. And then they'll focus on they're doing this to black people. There's been many situations of cops shooting people, telling them to stop, don't move, don't walk. But when you understand the law, you're not even supposed to be approaching an officer at all. I don't think you guys understand. The black community don't understand the law. Let's just call it what it is. They don't understand the law. They don't. Because there's a story out there, put a 1 in the chat if you saw it, where you had this black guy, this elderly guy, right? It looked like he's about in his 50s or 60s. He was having a mental health crisis. You had about 3 officers. They were all white. They were trying to de-escalate the situation to calm the man down. You had a rookie cop who came up on the scene and rather than just letting the other 3 cops handle the business, the rookie cop came in gun blazing. He was like, drop the knife, drop the knife, drop the knife, and shot the black guy up multiple times. And guess what? That particular white cop, I think he ended up resigning before they fired him. And I think he's brought up on some sort of charges or something along those lines. How many of you folks saw that story? How many of you saw that story? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard about that story. Because the white officers, the other 3 white officers, they didn't kill the black guy because they knew he was having a mental health crisis. You understand? But the other rookie cop was trigger happy. As soon as he walked in, not even 1 minute, he shot the man dead. Shot him dead. And what the race hustlers did is they took that story and it was like, yeah, the white supremacists, they killed one of our brothers. They just turned it into a race thing to divide the community once again. This is how they make money on YouTube, y'all. On Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. race hustlers who rage bait. That is how they do their content. And they destroy the community. Willie D destroyed the black community. All of these race hustlers on YouTube are harmful to the community, to the black community and white community, because they don't care about what they talk about as long as they make money. As long as they make money. Let's go.
You have to shoot them. Well, I know she's not the police, but I do know that the police shoot people all the time when they tell them, stop. Don't come no closer. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. And then they shoot him. Case closed. I've never seen a police officer go to jail after they warned somebody to stop walking up on them.
You see what he said? He said he never saw police go to jail. Police go to jail. Sometimes police get acquitted because the shootings were justified. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for none of the decisions other people make in certain cases. I don't make the decisions. But he's acting as if though police just get off the hook every single time. That's not true. A lot of police end up in prison because they unalive people unlawfully. Happens all the time. Let's go.
Stop coming at them. And they got a gun out, pointing the gun at them. I want to show you how dirty and low down some people in the media are. This is why I continue to do this podcast, fam. This is why I keep this channel going.
This is why he keep the channel going, meaning to rage bait the black viewer.
Because there needs to be an alternative voice.
An alternative voice that rage bait. That's what he does, guys. Rage bait.
For these people out here.
These people meaning white people. The people that he don't like because Willie D is a racist. Let's go.
That try to manufacture the narrative, right? And I'm not saying that I'm the only one. I'm just saying that we need those voices. We need alternative voices.
Do you see how he's trying to make himself out to be the spokesperson for black people? Do you see that? He's a race hustler, guys. This man do not care about the black community. He don't believe in God. He only care about making as much money off black people as he can. He can't make money off white people. White people don't follow Willie D live. White people do not care about this dude because they know what he's doing. They already know already. Every ethnic group know what Willie D is doing, but black people. Black folks are the only ones who are delusional when it comes to the tactics of Willie D. Willie D watch my videos in the clouds. He already know that I'm exposing him, but he don't care because he know black folk are dumb and they're going to keep watching him and he's going to keep making money off them. Let's go.
Because we're not going to get it from the old head media. And this is what I mean.
Notice this idiot in the chat says, all I do is talk bad about the black community. I'm talking about Willie D. I'm not talking about the black community. You understand? I'm talking about Willie D and anybody that follow him. Do you understand that? If I'm talking about the black community, I'll be talking about myself. The truth of the matter is the black community don't hold the black community accountable. You don't. You don't care. How much black crime do you speak against? Black on black crime. I mean, just think about your username clearly shows who you are. You understand? How much crime have you spoke out against in the black community? How many victims had to die at the hands of black men killing other black men? Do you speak out on those issues? Do you? Do you speak out against the women that lose their sons in the black community? Do you come outside and be an activist? Do you speak out against the injustices in the black community? Black on black crime? Do you speak against gang violence? Do you go to the black community and speak against the gangs? Or are you just a fucking coward who sit on YouTube talking about me because you don't got the balls to stand in front of the black community because you scared of your own people? You nothing but a bitch just sitting online crying and playing the damn victim, but you ain't doing nothing to solve problems in your own community. Just a damn hypocrite. Let's go.
Right here, fam. Look at this. Look at this from the New York Post. A New Jersey native who served in the Army was fatally shot by a woman during a dispute over a parking spot outside a Florida Walmart. Bart WMO, a retired staff sergeant with the U.S. Army.
Notice these violent animals. You wouldn't say that in my face. You wouldn't say that in my face. A damn coward. I bet you don't even take care of your kids. When was the last time you seen your son's face? Don't even buy your kids no clothes. You a damn loser. Let's go.
Killed after an unidentified woman shot him in front of the Supercenter in North Lauderdale, Florida, just before 12:30 p.m. on Tuesday, the Broward Sheriff's Office said.
How many felonies you got, local? How many felonies do you got? I bet you still live at home with your mama. I bet you still pee the damn bed. Mommy, can you fix me some peanut butter sandwiches? Mommy. Mommy, can I get $5? Damn clown in the live chat, man. Just shut your damn mouth up, man.
And it goes on to talk about the link and all of that stuff. So we can stop right there, fam. But you see how the New York Post is so
18 years old living at home with his mommy still. You still living at home with your mama in the damn basement with the rats. I bet you got roaches all over that house. Bunch of roaches in a cereal box. You won't even mow the grass, but then again, ain't no grass by your house because you ain't in no house. You in the damn hood, in the ghetto, sitting around smoking and drinking and acting a fool. A damn loser with no job. You don't even got a damn girlfriend. You beat your meat every night. You watch Lonely Fans and Corn all night. Right after this live, you go and beat your meat. Eating oodles and noodles, playing a guitar in the rain. You should be ashamed of yourself. Where your daddy at? He need to whoop your ass. Online acting a fool and you ain't even clean the house. Got rats and roaches and mice. Damn flies and ants in the rice. Mama stressed out. Your dog stinking up the place. Toilet don't work. Sit your ass down. You know, sometimes you gotta roast these damn fools. Let's get back to the content. Hit the like button. Let's go.
seething. They said that they identified him as a retired staff sergeant.
Notice these NPCs. The idiot says, bro, why are you so mad at me? Do you guys understand what I mean when I tell you these are NPCs? Like, this idiot been in my live chat the whole night talking a bunch of garbage and then have the nerve to say, why are you mad at me? That's how stupid they are, fam. Yeah, he's a damn cornball.
With the U.S. Army. You know, they didn't have to say that, but they said it so that they could try to solicit some sympathy for the American people. They know they throw in
now he's blaming the New York Post because of what they wrote. What are you talking about? The New York Post wrote the facts. It says a New Jersey native who served in the Army was fatally shot by a woman during a dispute over a parking spot outside a Florida Walmart. Bart, I can't even pronounce his name, a retired staff sergeant with the U.S. Army, was killed after an unidentified woman. Notice they didn't even identify the woman. They didn't even release her name, guys. That's even more crazy. They didn't even release the name of the black woman. You would think they would release. Notice they release his name, but they didn't release her name. You don't see a problem there? Come on now. Come on, right? So it goes on and says, he's a so-called staff sergeant with the U.S. Army, was killed after an unidentified woman shot him in front of the Supercenter in North Lauderdale, Florida. What is this? Just before 12:30 p.m. on Tuesday. The Broward Sheriff Office, I guess, whatever. So yeah, they didn't even release her name, y'all. It's like they hiding her name from the public. That's crazy. Let's go.
Member, a vet. Oh, she killed the vet. Killed the vet. Oh, we got to do something about that now. See?
No, it's just that they're giving him his proper honor because he's a vet. You know, you have to recognize the veterans and those that served in the military. You know, my father's an Army vet. And probably a lot of you have military family members that serve this country. See, this is the problem in America, fam. You got a lot of folks that serve in the military, do what they got to do, you know, whether to make a living, to protect the nation and so forth. And they get disrespected by these influencers who think that because the guy served in the military, that the media should have never even mentioned that. No, they need to mention that because he served. He done his duty. So rightfully so, he deserved that respect. Why? Because he's dead. Do you understand? That's given honor, you know? So let's get back to the content, guys, because it's like Willie D is an idiot. Like when you really think about it, the man is not intelligent. I don't even think the man graduated junior high school.
The New York Post is really slimy. And if you read their stuff, you can tell how racist they are. So many of their articles are just really, really racist. So
you see, anybody that's white is a racist to Willie D. Anybody that's white. In his mind, they're automatically a racist. It's crazy, man. Let's go.
This is why it's important to have black media so we can have an alternative to the BS that they put out.
So in his mind, he believes he's black media when he's just a race hustler. Because all of the black media that I see on social media, and I'm talking about the race hustlers, they're not black media. These are grifters. These are individuals that grift and they manipulate the black community by making them believe that they're fighting for them when they're not. They're fighting for money every single day. Let's go.
But this is an up close of Bart. Bart, I don't know what Bart was thinking, but I'm going to tell you something right now, family. When I was younger, I remember being in the 9th grade. There was a guy who was a bad boy, and he used to do things like show up at a dance and cut in on the guy who's dancing with his girl, and he'd have a couple of his goons standing by ready to.
No, so you have another idiot named Omar in the live chat. Let's entertain Omar for a bit. He said that I'm an insensitive human being, right? I'm insensitive according to this demon NPC. He said Carmelo cried after he did what he did. I'm sorry. He's not the man you think he is. Okay, I got a question for you, Omar. If Carmelo Anthony killed your brother, right? Because your brother pushed him because he was on your porch and he told him to leave the porch, but he didn't want to leave the porch. So your brother pushed him off the porch and then Carmelo stabbed your brother in the heart. Are you going to side with Carmelo and claim that it was self-defense because he killed your brother? Answer the question. Omar, answer the question. Answer the question, Omar. Omar, answer the question. Carmelo Anthony stabbed your brother to death, right? Because your brother pushed him off your porch. Your brother asked him to get off the porch. He didn't want to go. Carmelo was defiant. Your brother pushed him off, right? And then Carmelo decided to basically stab your brother in the heart. Are you going to be online cheering Carmelo Anthony, claiming that you agree with Carmelo that he had every right to kill your brother? Answer the question. I'm still waiting. I don't know why you post a dumbass question saying, oh, can I answer? A real NPC, gang. It's taking this idiot this long to answer a simple question, y'all. Are y'all not seeing this, guys? Are y'all not seeing how these NPCs work? This dummy can't answer the question. This is crazy. Notice what the idiot says. I would want him sent to prison. But your dumb ass just defended Carmelo, idiot. You just said that Carmelo's a good guy and, you know, he's sorry for what he did. Do you see how stupid these people are, gang? He just finished agreeing with Carmelo and sympathizing with Carmelo, but I just said if Carmelo killed your brother, you would want him to go to prison. How stupid could you be? Bro, let me just get back to the comment. These people are NPCs, y'all. They're NPCs.
Fight the dude if he tried to do something about it. He was that type of dude. Every week at the skating rink, this dude would get into a fight with somebody. Well, one day, this fool did the same thing to a dude. He got into a little squabble with the dude. The dude walked outside to his truck. Dude had a Jeep. Him and his goons followed him. The dude retrieves a gun. What you gonna do? What you gonna shoot me? What you gonna do with that gun? He pointing the gun at he walking up. Boom, 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 boom. Put him on the porch with his mama. Put him on the porch at his mama's house. Yeah, he been on the porch at his mama's house for the last 30-some years.
That's more rage baiting and giving you some sort of example of something to justify why that white man had to go. But let me get back to this person's comment. I got to go back to this comment, guys, because I'm really trying to show you guys how these NPCs work. Because if this is not mental, like a mental sickness with these folks, I don't know what else to show you, fam. So let's look back at this, because I got to keep this on the screen just in case these demons delete their comments. It's hardwired on the live stream because I'm trying to show you guys what's going on in their brain. So now, on the left side of the screen, the same Omar says, you are an insensitive human being. So he's accusing me of being insensitive because I'm speaking the truth, right? Then he says, Carmelo cried after he did what he did. I'm sorry. He's not the man you think he is. So over here, he's defending Carmelo. He's telling me that Carmelo is not the man I think he is, which is crazy, right? Then he comes in and he says, what is this? Not everybody was a thug like you were when you were in the projects. So in other words, he's projecting that I was a thug. No, ninja. I was never a thug, never a gang member, never arrested. None of those things that you're projecting on me. I've always been a civilized human being. I was never a ninja like you. See, this is the problem. You ninjas think everybody's like you. I'm nothing like you. You can never be me. Now, I asked this dumbass, if Carmelo killed your brother, right? Would you rock with Carmelo if Carmelo stabbed your brother? Then he comes in, can I answer? Then he says, I would want him sent to prison. Are you seeing this stupid idiot? So he would want Carmelo sent to prison for killing his brother. But while I'm talking about Carmelo, he's saying Carmelo cried after he did what he did. I'm sorry, he's not the man you think he is. Are you seeing how these NPCs are? Are you seeing the mental sickness? How he has a double mind? So when I talk about Carmelo, he rocks with Carmelo. He's team Carmelo. But when I tell him, oh, if your brother got stabbed by Carmelo, now you want Carmelo to go to prison. Well, why don't you sympathize with the fact that Carmelo's crying? Why don't you sympathize with him? You sound crazy, man. You have a mental illness. You need to see a damn doctor, sir. I want the viewers to see this because this is happening all over social media. I got to deal with these idiots every day, guys. Every single day is the same thing. Every single day. These folks are uneducated. They don't have no brains. None of this stuff, man. None of this. They don't have no brains to comprehend truth, man. And it's sick. You would think that these people would be educated enough to make sound decisions. They just don't have no brains. It's sad.
Paralyzed them. You do not walk up on people pointing a gun at you and they're telling you to stop. You are gambling with your life. You must be tired of living if you do that. You gotta be tired of living. You got to be tired of living if somebody pointing a gun at you and they're telling you to stop.
If you leave, get the fuck out. I don't care. Talking about I'm leaving. Fam, I don't care. You're an idiot. I don't even know why you here for. You a clown. You came into my house, fam. You on my stage right now. That's like I'm at the comedy club. You come up in the club and you mad because I'm gigging on you. You came up in the club, fool. I don't even know why you here. Bye. Bye. Get on out. Let's go.
Not walking toward them. They're backing up and you're continuing to come after them. You're steady walking forward. Now, a lot of people are comparing this already to the Carmelo Anthony case. You have a white person who's deceased after an altercation with a black person. And they're automatically, the lines are drawn in the sand. People are picking sides, and most people are picking sides based on race. And I know what some of y'all are thinking, that's what you're doing, Willie D. But, look, man, I got to call a strike and a ball a ball. When black people have behaved uncivilized, I've called it out.
He never does that. Willie D do not call out black people. He call out people he don't like. You understand? Willie D, anytime he talks about a black person, it's the black people he don't like who is not on code, right? Code with rage baiting. In other words, if Willie D has a movement and you're black and you don't join his movement, he'll call you an uncivilized mutt. That's what he called black people.
And so white people ain't special. I want y'all to know that. Y'all not special. If y'all get out of pocket, y'all do something crazy, I'm going to call that out.
He's trying to gaslight the people, guys. He don't call out black people. He don't. Because he'll lose viewers if he did that. I call black folk out all the time. All the time. And they hate me for it. So Willie D don't do that. If Willie D did that, he would lose his viewers because in the black community, when you hold black people accountable, right? Let's say Tyrone is doing something, like let's say he committed a crime. I come on YouTube, I make a video about Tyrone's crime. Once I do that, the black community don't see it as I'm reporting on the news about Tyrone. They see it as, oh, Ringo's attacking the black community. I don't like him. That's how they think, guys. Once you talk about one black person, they see it as you're attacking the black community. So basically what we're getting is a situation where the black community don't want you holding them accountable. But they're the first to talk about a white person as a racist. Once you hold anybody in the black community accountable, they're like, why are you talking about black people? Why are you airing us out? You're making us look bad on social media. But they're the first to call everybody else racist. Make it make sense, man. Let's go.
If I think that y'all in the wrong, I'm going to call y'all out too. Ain't nobody above criticism.
Yeah, you're not above criticism. That's why I'm exposing you every chance I get, Willie. And you ain't going to say a damn thing about it. You would never mention Ringo TV because you a fucking coward. And I know that. Let's go.
Okay? Nobody's above criticism. So if I can call black people out on a daily basis for the BS.
He don't call black people out on a daily basis. He don't. He's always talking about white people. Don't let him gaslight you. Willie D do not talk about black people. He talks about white people. You understand? He rage bait. That's what he do. He rage bait. He insults black people that he don't like. You know what I mean? He call us uncivilized mutts. Put a 1 in the chat if you always hear Willie D calling black people uncivilized mutts. And it's normally the ones who are not on code with what he's into. He don't call out black people that are actually committing crimes in the black community. When do you ever hear Willie D talking about black on black crime? You never hear him doing that. He don't ever address that. No. He does what is suitable to make his audience watch his videos. He's a hustler. That's all he's doing. Now remember, Willie D is a former scammer. Those of you that don't know, let me see if I can bring up his rap sheet. Let me see if I can bring it up, guys. Give me a minute. Let me go into my files and see if I can bring this up. Have it somewhere. Just give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. Let me do this. Where is it? Where is it? Let me look for this thing real quick, guys. Let me look for this. It's been so many days. I don't even know where this thing is, but I'll try to bring it up. I know I have it somewhere. Let me see, because a lot of you probably don't even know. And we need for you guys to know the history so that you know exactly what you're listening to and who you watch, man. because this guy is in no position to be talking to anybody when he don't even address black issues for real, for real. Give me a minute. I'm kind of searching through this. I got to clean this computer up. A lot of junk. I'm always doing these videos, getting clips from everywhere. Let me see. Almost there, almost there. Where is that thing? Okay. Is this it? No, that's not it. Nope, nope. We're getting there. We're almost there. I could always just do a simple Google search and find it, but I want to get the file that I downloaded the other day because it has like key information that I want people to see in regards to Willie D, because he hides who he is. He hides it. He don't want nobody to know the true nature of his lifestyle. That's why he came to YouTube. He came on YouTube to hustle black people. Okay. All right. So I got one. All right. Here we go. Let me add this into the video and we could break this thing down. Let me see. All right. Let's get this. Let's get this on the screen. Give me a minute, guys. So let's get Willie D's rap sheet. This is all public information, right? So it says Willie D, born William James Dennis, has one major federal felony conviction on his record. In 2010, the Ghetto Boy rapper was sentenced to federal prison for wire fraud in connection with an international iPhone scam. The 2010 wire fraud conviction, right? It goes on and it says the scam, posing as an electronics salesman through a company called Texas One Wireless, Willie D used eBay to establish credibility. He targeted international buyers directly, directing them off eBay via email to wire payments to his bank account, and subsequently sent fake tracking numbers for goods that were never shipped. The victims, 35 individuals, were defrauded out of a total of $194,000, guys. The arrest. Now, I want you to pay close attention to the arrests, because a lot of y'all probably don't even know about this stuff. The arrest. The FBI and the Houston Area Cyber Crimes Task Force investigated the scheme. He was arrested by federal authorities in May 2009 upon returning from an overseas trip. The sentence. In November 10th, U.S. District Judge Gray Miller sentenced him to 12 months and 1 day in federal prison. Now, guys, you don't get 12 months and 1 day in a federal prison, guys, for committing a federal crime of wire fraud. You go look up wire fraud, guys, and look up the time you're supposed to get. You don't get that. You don't get 12 months unless you made a deal with the feds. So he's a snitch. Willie D talked to them boys, right? So it says in November 2010, U.S. District Judge Gray Miller sentenced him to 12 months and 1 day in federal prison, ordered him to pay nearly $200,000 in restitution, and mandated 3 years of supervised release. Political impact. Now, those of you who don't know this, but Willie D tried to get down with the Democrats. See, a lot of y'all don't know the history. Y'all don't understand that this guy was moving and shaking with the Democrats. Look at this. This felony conviction prevented Willie D from running for public office, as local Democratic Party officials rejected his application for the Harris County Commissioner's Court in 2019 due to the state's restriction on convicted felons. So Willie D Live is a convicted felon. Do you see that, guys? Do you see that? That's the guy that's the guy you folks are following. That's the guy. You wondering why he's able to hustle you. Because he's a scammer. He scammed people, fam. Once a liar, always a liar. Once a thief, always a thief. This man hustled people. So he know the game. He know how to play. He was talking to people by phone, gang, by email. He know how to sauce them up with words. Do you understand? He understand wordplay. He hustled people, scammed people. And he's doing the same thing on YouTube right now. Just found a new method on how to mislead the people. Sad, but this is the truth, gang. That's why when I do this content, I try to wake people up, man, but y'all keep getting mad at me. I got receipts. Let's go.
If they do, and nobody call me a racist for that, you don't call me a coon for that, then I absolutely should be able to call anybody outside of the black society.
He don't call black people out. He's a race hustler. He only make videos that involves white and black people. Willie D do not call out gang violence. You understand? Matter of fact, when rapper, Takeoff died, right? This man was basically siding with Jay Prince and his goons when these particular men were responsible for the situation that happened with Takeoff at the bowling alley. I covered the entire rapper Takeoff situation, which was a blood sacrifice ritual that they did. There was a hit that they put out on rapper Takeoff at the bowling alley. This man was siding with Jay Prince and the Mob Ties family. I don't trust this dude, bruh. Like, he's an agent. Willie D is an agent on YouTube. An agent. Just like all them others. Umar Johnson, agent. Tariq Nasheed, agent. All these people are agents put in position to keep the black community violent and keeping them dumbed down and docile. That's what they do. They're funded, fam, by the powers that be. You understand? Let's get to the content. And think about it, fam. Willie D made a deal with the feds. You don't think they got his back? You don't think the feds check in with Willie D to make sure he doing his job? Man, I tell you, man, they got all of y'all gassed up on social media.
Out. I should be able to call them out. Not should be. I'm calling them out. I'm not asking for permission, but I do believe that understanding is necessary. Bart thought it was sweet. How many times have we seen videos of white men attacking black women?
Do you see how he's talking about white men attacking black women? So now he's trying to make the black woman get enraged. Like, yeah, you right, Willie D. I'm glad the sister took him out. I'm glad the sister unalived him. Do you see what he's doing? Remember, I told you, every 5 minutes or so, he got to put in the rage-based sauce. You see? Now, again, he's speaking to black women now. Listen.
Bart thought it was sweet. How many times have we seen videos of white men attacking black women? You can look it up right now. It's all kinds of videos out there of white men fighting black women.
You see, he's not talking about black men that beat up their women. He's not talking about black men that are violent in the home. The domestic violence cases of black men unaliving their girlfriend, unaliving their wife, killing their kids. You don't see Willie D talking about that. He want black women to be enraged, right, by talking about white men attacking black women so that the black viewer would say, you're right, Willie D. So we're happy the black woman killed the white man. Do you see how rage bait work, fam? Do you see how this works?
Especially elder black men. Elder white men, white men who are in their 50s and 60s and 70s, they constantly trying to swing on black women. So he running up on her. How we know? How does she know he not gonna swing on her? So, fam, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But let me back up. I do know what to tell you. Don't walk up on nobody with a gun. Don't you walk up on somebody who's got a gun aimed at you and telling you to stop.
Do you see what he's doing? Don't walk up on anybody that have a gun telling you to stop. But yet If the white man have a gun and he's telling you to stop, he don't tell that to black people. He don't tell this to black people, guys. He's justifying what the black woman did, y'all. He's empowering black women to think that they could just go out there and pull out guns. Do you know how many more black women are going to make this same dumb mistake by going in their car, pulling out guns and shooting people for nothing over parking spots? Think about this, guys. A parking spot. She killed someone over a parking spot. Her life was not in danger. She wanted to shoot. She wanted to kill somebody so bad, guys.
Got to be tired of living if you do that. Now, you've already seen the news version of the video. Let me show you the raw version of the video.
Oh shit. Oh, fuck.
I don't know why his video got all that noise in it. I had to lower it down.
He was charging. No, he didn't hit his brakes. He didn't pump his brakes until he saw that gun.
He wasn't charging nobody. That man never charged her. Never did that at all, guys. And he ain't showing you with her getting out the car. Let's see if he showed that part. Let's go.
He was charging at her.
He was not charging at her. That's a lie.
He saw that gun. He was, but then he started thinking, she ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't. If it's me, I'm not standing there while somebody holding the gun. I'm not just gonna still be standing there. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, you know what? You won. Say, man, it's an old saying. Walk away and live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? Walk away.
Why would you want to fight another day when she could have just drove home? She got out her car with the gun, dummy. Why don't you talk about that, Willie? Why don't you talk about the fact that that woman came out the car with her gun, brandishing the gun to intimidate him? The only reason why she was there talking ish is because she had a gun in her hand. You think she's going to get out the car and don't have the gun? Think about this, guys. Why she didn't leave the gun in the car and get out the car? Why she didn't just get out the car and then talk ish? She got out that car with that gun because she wanted to kill that man. And she wanted to claim self-defense. They do this all the time, guys. People try to think they can manipulate the law and find a loophole, and it don't work that way. Once you step out that car, you forfeit your self-defense because you were safe in your car. Because she would have never came out that car without that gun and do that stunt that she did. She would have never did that. She did it because she had the gun in her hand. Let's go.
You know how many people out there who are in the ground right now because they let their pride get the best of them?
They won't show her getting out the car because they want to paint the narrative. And a lot of news stations are a part of the grift too, because they want black people to get enraged, guys. They want this. Nobody's showing the actual video with her getting out the car. So let me put it on the screen, guys, because Willie D is not showing. Let me see it. Let me just give him a chance to see if he's going to show the actual video. Let's go. You don't see him showing it. She could have went in her car already. She wanted to kill him. She wanted to shoot him. That man having some sort of mental crisis, if you ask me. She's still pointing that gun at him. She wanted to shoot him. All that time, she could have been in her car. You see? And she stood over his body and was mocking him while he was on the floor, gang. Basically like, yeah, I told you not to walk up on me, laughing at the man. Then the police took her in custody. But notice this, gang. Notice, Willie D never showed her getting out the car. He didn't show you the truth. He did not show you the real video of what took place. Why? Why Willie D didn't do that? Why he didn't do that, gang? Let me see if I could find that video clip. Let me see. I don't know if this is it. I don't know if this is the video, but let me see. I don't know if this is it. Okay, let's check it out. Let's go.
Walk away, the woman says in this very short cell phone video that ends with what sounds like a single gunshot. But we are now seeing what happened in the minutes prior in this Walmart parking lot at 7900 West McNabb Road. Take a look at this dash cam video. That's the woman with the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right.
She's the aggressor. Once you see that, there's no self-defense. That's going to be in play in court. You don't see no YouTube platform showing you that, guys. Nobody's showing you her getting out her car. Guys, they already had the argument. They already had the argument over the parking spot, excuse me. Right? And basically what happened was the guy originally parked his car slanted so that she can't get in, but she found a way to squeeze in after he moved the car. So they already done finished, right? The man went and parked his vehicle somewhere else. So at this point, you would expect her to just leave. But no, she comes out the car.
With the gun on the left.
With the gun.
Out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in...
At this point, guys, there's no self-defense. Willie D didn't show you this. That's the aggressor. That's an aggressor. When you do that, guys, there is no self-defense because your safety is in your car. So there's no need to be, oh, he's following her around the car. She was fearful for her life. The fucking woman could have stayed in her car, damn it. Is everybody stupid? Am I the only smart person on earth? Because it feels that way. She was in her car. There was no threat. She got out her car to escalate drama. She wanted blood. She wanted blood. She wanted to use that weapon on a white man. She probably was mad as hell that Carmelo got 35 years. She probably was like, man, I'm going to put a white man down today. That's what she was going through, fam. She was not fearing for her life. Look at how she came out that car. Look at how she comes out.
With the gun on the left, getting out of her car, holding a phone in her left hand and a gun in her right.
You see that? She got out that car. So she's ready for war. That's not a woman who's self-defense. That's not a woman who's fearing for her life. Why would you get out the car? Why nobody's talking about that? Why these black rage baiters on YouTube don't talk about this? Why Willie D is ignoring that? Willie D ain't tell you this. Willie D ignores this. He omitted this information. That's what rage baiters do. So you guys got to learn how to support the truth, man. Because I'm pouring out truth. Pouring out. But because most folks love lies, and because the black community is dumbed down and docile and hate people that speak the truth, they rock with Willie D. And he's lying, manipulating you. This woman got out her damn car with a gun to intimidate. That's what she did. She got out her car to the point where the white people that are in that car right there, they're going to speed off because the man, and keep in mind, the man is not even in frame. The man is not in frame. He's somewhere in the parking lot walking around, and she come out with her car because she's trying to intimidate people.
A witness tells 7 News that moments before this, she'd gotten into an argument over that space with the man we see in that cell phone video. In fact, the witness says the man parked his white SUV like...
Parked his white SUV. You see his SUV? That's how he parked his SUV.
This, blocking the space. But minutes later, he moved.
Minutes later, he moved. If he moved, why is she still there, gang? If the man moved, why is she still there? Escalating the situation.
He then pulls into the space, and according to the witness, she spoke briefly to the people in that white Honda.
So she spoke briefly to the people in the white Honda while holding a gun. Why she didn't just leave? Because she's waiting to kill somebody. Can't y'all see? Can't y'all see that this woman waited for the white man to come back so she could use the gun and claim self-defense?
Who the witness says told her the man was still in the parking lot.
So the witness told the black woman the guy is still in the parking lot. The lady's like, cool, I'm going to wait right here for him. because I'm going to kill him. She ain't going in her car to say, I'm going home. No, she's walking around with her gun out, fam. And the guy was not even there. Escalating. But are black influencers talking about this? Of course not. There's no money in talking about this. You don't get views when you talk about this because it's the truth. Listen, my kind of content, guys, only resonate with intelligent people. And guess what, guys? There's not a lot of intelligent people in the world. So don't expect me to get hundreds of thousands of views on a video when the majority of people are stupid. I'm just being honest with you, fam. There's not a lot of intelligent people on social media. A lot of people are dumbed down and stupid. I'm just being honest. Let's go.
Then you see him, 62-year-old Bart DeGuglielmo, walking up to her. She points the gun, and for at least 30 seconds, they exchange words.
You see this? Her car is right there. She's pointing the gun at him. I want you guys to think about this, right? Think about this. Her car is the white car, right? The white car is her car, guys. Rather than her get into her car and just leave, she decides to get out her car because this is what she wanted to do. She wanted to lure him in. This is why when this plays in court, the jury, the judge, the attorneys, they're going to be like, miss, you lured that man in. You twisted the law of self-defense. You provoked the situation. You knew he had some sort of mental health issue, and you wanted him to walk around so that you could be able to use that gun. You lured that man in. Look what she's doing.
At one point, he follows her as she walks around another car. Still,
you see? He follows her. He's not chasing her. He's walking. That man is having a mental crisis. You can't see that? Is he holding a weapon? She could go in her car. Why is she going outside? She wants to shoot somebody.
Pointing the gun. He appears to walk away, but immediately comes back and she fires. All this time, it appears.
Notice, she fires. He's not next to her. Look at the parking spot. He's at the front part where the car is. She's at the back end of the parking spot, but then she shoots him. The man is he's not even 6 feet near her. Not even 7 feet, gang. Not even 8 feet near her, and she shot him. The man don't have a weapon. He didn't run up on her. Nothing. Right? But yet the black community is claiming, oh, that's self-defense. That's self-defense, Ringo. That's self-defense, Ringo. That's self-defense because, he shot, he should have never run up on her. So that's self-defense. You got it all wrong, Ringo. But yet, when we look at the situation with Michael Drejka, he was pushed by the black man. Remember? He got attacked by the black man. Think about that. Drejka was attacked by the black man. He shot the man, killed him, and he's doing 20 years. Are you seeing this, guys? But the black community didn't say it was self-defense for the white guy, right? But they're saying it's self-defense for the black woman because she's black. And she wasn't even touched. The man wasn't even near her, gang. But this is what happens, man. This is what happens when you have black influencers. They rage bait. Let's go.
She's still on the phone. He remains conscious on the ground as one car stops, but then keeps going. Then a second car behind them. For more than 2 minutes, pedestrians and cars go by.
You see, you see her mocking him? I don't think you guys seeing this. The guy is on the floor. Look at this. The guy is on the floor and she's mocking him while he's down.
Pedestrians and cars go by. The man was alternately sitting up and lying down, but he would later die at the hospital. Deputies arrived roughly 3 minutes after the shooting, and that woman, we're told, is claiming self-defense.
That woman is claiming self-defense. Self-defense? You murdered that man. That's manslaughter. She's going to get hit with charges, gang. She's going to get hit with charges because when they play all these videos, they're going to say all the things that I've been saying throughout this live. And you folks going to be mad as hell when you see that woman going to prison. Watch and see. So that being said, let's get back to the video with Willie D. and continue breaking this down. Got about 4 more minutes. Let's go.
Now, the one thing that I will point out is how aggressive the police officer was when he walked up on him.
Notice he said the police officer was aggressive. Guys, the cop that arrested the black woman was not aggressive. He's just doing his job. What the heck is Willie D talking about? The guy was aggressive.
I've seen them handle mass murderers a lot more gently. And the only reason why I'm saying that, fam, is because of the double standard. It's a two-tier system. It's a double standard. The way
you see the rage bait? Again, every 5 minutes, guys, every couple of minutes, he got to rage bait you.
They police. And I'm going to call it out every time. I don't care if it makes you uncomfortable. I don't care if you don't like it. I'm still going to call it out. The woman was on the phone with the police. She called 911. She stayed there. She didn't run. So you have a cooperating.
She didn't call 911. That's a lie. She was on the phone talking to somebody else, or she was recording him. Bystanders called 911 because they played the 911 call. If she would have called 911, they would have played her voice. So stop lying, Willie D. All you do is lie. That woman never called the cops. You understand? She never called the cops. Let's go.
Suspect. She shot him. She said she shot him. She waited for the police to come. She put her gun down, waiting for the police to come.
Right. You're right about that. Let me see. At Ringo TV, if someone is really scared, they don't film at the same time, right? At the same time while being pursued, right? Got a gun at the same time, multitasking, right? If she's afraid for her life, how's she filming and holding a gun? She wanted to film herself shooting the white man, y'all. She probably got it on video. She probably got a POV, a point of view angle of her shooting the white man on video. And it's now on her phone. All of that's going to be used against her in court. Because they're going to be like, wait a minute. So you are filming while shooting? Nah, man, this is getting weirder and weirder, y'all. It is.
Police come. What do you got to be aggressive for? She's already cooperating.
The police was never aggressive. She just killed somebody. The job of law enforcement is to detain her. She was not arrested, dumbass. See, Willie D don't even know the story. The woman was not arrested. You understand? She was detained and then she was released. You know why? Because they're investigating the situation. Because she's claiming self-defense. Just like the white guy who claimed self-defense. They let him go initially. When he shot the black guy dead, he didn't just go to jail. They let him go and he was free. And then they brought charges against him, guys. So don't pay Willie D no mind because he's not an educated man. He don't research stories. He just rage bait and try to get black folk to be all emotional.
But this whole race thing, fam, man.
You see, this whole race thing, man, fam, that's all he do. Play the race card and rage bait.
We can't get past it. Like, we can't get over it. Like,
he can't get over it. He can't get over every day trying to rage bait black people.
I wish like hell that we could all just look at situations as they are and everybody's actions are based on their own merit, right?
That's a lie. He's gaslighting you. He don't want that because if that was the case, he would make no money on YouTube. If that was the case, he would make no money on YouTube because he would have nothing to talk about. He thrive off of stories like that because that is what makes the money. Guys, if I was rage baiting viewers all day, I'll be rich. It's so easy to do. These people have no soul. They come on YouTube and they lie in your face every day. Content creators do it all the time. They come online, they gaslight the viewers, they lie to you, and you think these people are official. I teach you guys this every day of what goes on, and y'all look at me like I'm crazy. You call me a hater, you say this, you say that, I'm just jealous. You say all sorts of stuff, but you don't understand how social media work. I do. I've been doing this since 2006. I'm telling you, most YouTubers lie to viewers every single day. That is how you make money on social media. You got to lie. You got to rage bait. You got to keep people angry. You got to make them feel like they're a part of a cause. You got to make them feel that the white man is the enemy. And in doing so, you can gather an army of people that will be watching your videos because they'll see you as a so-called soldier who is leading them to the promised land, when all you're trying to fight for is a check. While people following Tariq Nasheed around, I think he got a net worth of $3 to $5 million. He don't care about the black community. He's already getting his reparations through you. Get back to the content.
Everybody get the move, and everything that a person does is based on them and them individually. But
think about this. How come Willie D don't even talk about Ringo TV? I'm calling him out all the time. I'm exposing everything that he do. You don't see Willie D even mentioning me. You know why? Because he don't want his audience to know who I am. That'll disrupt the business. Why would he do that? That man see me. He know exactly what I'm doing. Trust and believe. He's up right now watching me. He would never mention me because he's a coward. Because he know if he do that, his viewers are going to be like, who's Ringo TV? Let me go over there and see what Ringo TV talk about. And then when they go over here, they're going to be like, oh, snap. This guy is pretty good. Wow, I didn't know that. Wow. And now they're going to wake up to the truth. And then they're not going to follow him no more. He knows that.
that ain't the society that we live in, and that ain't the society that we made. I ain't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever run it, that's who have a lot to do with it. That's who has something to do with it, whoever run it. If there's a double standard, if there's a two-tier system.
He's talking about double standard, guys. But in the video on the bottom, he was siding with the black guy, but not the white guy who gunned down the black guy in the parking lot.
Marquise's wife and kids are sitting in the car in a handicapped parking space. Marquise is inside of the store with his son, small son.
See, small son in the store, that gets under black people's skin.
Michael Drejka, the parking lot sheriff, decides to accost Marquise's wife, insult her as she's sitting in the car.
There was no record of anybody insulting anyone. This is what he'd throw in. He'd throw that sauce in there. Let's go.
Because she doesn't have a handicap placard.
Well, she don't have a handicap plaque or sticker or whatever. So they were illegally parked, right? For all we know, he probably has a disability and wanted to park there.
Marquise comes out of the store, realizes what's happening, pushes Michael Drejka to the ground.
Notice he don't got a problem with the black guy pushing the white man to the ground. But he has a problem with Austin pushing Carmelo. Guys, could y'all see? Put a 1 in the chat if you could see the fact that Willie D is a race hustler, grifter, and he posts nothing but rage bait. He don't got a problem with Carmelo stabbing Austin because Austin pushed him. He don't got a problem with that. But he got a problem with Drejka for shooting the black guy after he was attacked by the black guy, pushed to the ground.
Michael Drejka comes out, pulls a gun from his hip. Boom, one time.
Well, if he shot him one time, why is Willie D not siding with the white man after the black man attacked him? Because Willie D is a racist. He don't like white people, y'all. Willie D do not like white people. I can guarantee that, fam. Let's get back to the content.
We got to look at who created that two-tier system. Why is there a double standard? Why do people look at murder when black people kill differently from the way they look at it when black people are killed?
I really believe people like Willie D are agents that were put on YouTube to keep black people dumbed down and stupid because he's funded. You know what I mean? When I look at this guy is a robot, NPC, who constantly keep putting out rage bait. There's somebody working with him. There's no way he's doing all of these videos by himself. There's somebody working with him, guys. Trust and believe me, he's not doing it by himself. He have a team. Somebody is there assisting him in this madness.
Right? Why is that? And don't tell me nothing about it. I saw a meme showing this depiction of a black person, black people being killed, right? On one side, it was black people killed, and the caption said something like, when other people kill black people, they showing a bunch of people with protest signs and stuff. Then the other side shows when it says when black people kill black people, and it showed a bunch of black bodies on the ground, and at the bottom it says silence. So it says on one side protest, the other side silence. And you got to be the biggest dummy in the world if you can't see the fact that the reason why black people protest when black people are killed by people outside of the black society is because of this two-tier system, because of the double standard, because of how lightly the police those who kill black people.
How come black people don't protest when black people kill black people? And protesting have done nothing for black people. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It's the dumbest thing in the world, guys. Black folk are the only people that protest all day and still get nothing. You know why? Nobody takes you serious. Why? Because you don't even handle your own issues in-house. You got black people killing black people every day. You don't protest about that. Why? You want to protest when a white person does something to a black person? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I would never, listen guys, I've never been a part of any damn protest. That's the most stupid thing ever. Running around the street protesting. What the heck am I doing that for? You ain't getting no results. You ain't getting no results, guys. None. You could protest till kingdom come. Nobody gonna do nothing for you. You know why? Because nobody respects you. Because you don't respect yourself. Half of you don't even respect the fact that I'm speaking this truth. You won't even hit the like button. I gotta damn near cuss you out to hit the like button. Every single day I go live, I gotta cuss the viewers out. Hit the like button. Well, I don't wanna hit the like button, but you'll hit the like button on Willie D. You'll help him to get 100,000 views, and he's lying to you every day. This is why there's no truth in the world, guys. Because when people like myself actually speaks the truth, we don't get the support from the people. Very rare do I get any support at all for speaking truth. There's no money in it, but I'm a man of integrity. And the least you can do is hit the damn like button, for crying out loud. My God, this world is so evil that a man could be so truthful and honest, and you folks could be watching in the clouds like, well, yeah, you are truthful and honest, but I don't want to support you. I really don't. I want to support evil. Well, that's why people like Willie D stays in business, because people like myself, we don't get support from people at all. So it's discouraging. Think about this, guys. Everything that thrives because of support. The black community supports evil. They don't support nothing good, guys. They support gang life, thug life, killing each other, gangs, teen pregnancies, childless homes. They celebrate that. They celebrate you in the black community when you go to prison. When you come out of prison, they celebrate you. They buy you a pair of Jordans. They get you a chain, right? They celebrate you like you graduated college when you come out of prison in the black community. But if you're a black man and you start a business, nobody supports you. If you're a black kid and you go off to college, nobody celebrates you. The black community do not celebrate you when you go off to college. They say, oh, you acting white. You think you better than us. He is better than you. He's going to college while your ASS is sitting on the block being jealous. It's sad how as a black man or woman in America, your own people never support you. Never. Because they're full of hate. They hate themselves. But we support thug life. We buy rap music that degrades women. We buy rap music that teach us how to be savages. We embrace the rappers that kill our youth. Imagine how sick you gotta be as a people to embrace everything that's evil and nothing good, and wonder why your community is at the bottom of the totem pole.
Oftentimes, they do not get, black people don't get justice when they're killed by people who are not black. So when black people kill black people go to jail. If the police know who did it, you go into jail. Because they want your body warm or cold. They don't care nothing about the victim. They don't care nothing about the victim. They want your body cold or warm.
Willie D don't care about the victims. He don't care about the fact that Austin Metcalf died because he's white. Willie D don't care about victims. Willie D don't care. He cares about money. That's it.
But at the same time, when black people kill white people, the people that get outraged, the police, law enforcement, when they go in on the black person, they're not going in on the black person. They're not being hard on the black person because they love the person who got killed, because they care about the person who got killed.
Do you see how he's rage baiting? That's called rage baiting. That's what he's doing.
That ain't it. What they're doing, they're going in hard on the black person because they're trying to preserve white supremacy.
Do you see that? They're trying to preserve white supremacy. He's saying that law enforcement officers are preserving white supremacy. So he's basically saying that all law enforcement officers, whether they're white, black, Asian, doesn't matter. They're all upholding white supremacy. Didn't I tell you guys, anytime you see these race hustlers, these rage baiters, they always got to bring up white supremacy. That's what they do all the time, guys. Let's go.
They're going in hard on the black person because they're trying to get black bodies in the system.
No. Black bodies go into the system because black people commit crimes. You understand? Black people are committing crimes. Black men are shooting people. They're killing, they're robbing, they're stealing, and that's putting them in prison. Innocent people don't go to prison. Innocent people don't go to jail. Criminals do. So if black people continually commit crimes, they're going to continually go to prison. The problem with the black community is they don't want to be accountable for their criminal lifestyle. Nobody's calling it out, guys. I'm the only one doing it. I'm the only one calling out the crime. Willie D is dancing around the topic. He's making it seem like there's a system in place that is trying to put black men in prison. Nobody can make you commit a crime. Nobody can make you kill somebody but you. Do you understand? Carmelo's in prison doing 35 years because he decided to bring a knife to a school event. Why was he carrying a knife in the first place? Knives are not allowed at school events. So Carmelo was already guilty from the start. He went there with the intent to kill, y'all. Willie D never calls out injustice. He rage bait viewers.
So that's why they do it. They ain't doing it because they care about the victim. If they cared about the victim, they would, for example, this guy here, Bart's a vet. If they cared about vets, you wouldn't have vets still waiting around who have already served and put their time in, waiting on their damn benefits. Yeah, these people don't care nothing about veterans.
Do you see how he's now trying to make the veterans believe that nobody cares about them or their service and various other things? This man never served nothing. This man never fought for nothing. What has Willie D fought for in the black community? Nothing. He's an old, washed up rapper. The man is nobody, fam. Like for real, for real. This man never done nothing for the black community, but do a bunch of crime and felonies and shit. That's all he did. He was scamming people, y'all. Like I told you already, you go look up his rap sheet, right? Willie D was clearly a scammer. You see his rap sheet, gang? That's Willie D's rap sheet. Go look it up. Go look it up. Just search him out on social media and you'll find what you need to find. He made a deal with the feds. They gave him 1 year when he was supposed to get about 20 years for wire fraud. He made a deal with the devil, and that's why he's out and he's able to be free to talk ish on social media.
The veterans are pawns, just like the rest of us.
He said veterans are pawns, disrespecting the veterans, and he called all of us pawns. He said all of us are all pawns. Do you believe that, guys? Do you believe that you're a pawn? That's what he called you.
But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
He loved to hear your thoughts. He don't love to hear mine. The things that I had to say about him, he would never respond to. Never. Willie D has smoke for everything else that's going on in the world. But when you call him out on his BS, he don't respond to that because he's not a man. He's a grifter. And grifters don't like to be outed. They don't like when people talk about them. They hate it. You understand? If this man really is about calling out black people, he would have been called me out. He ain't called me out at all because I'm calling out his BS. And he don't want his viewers to know about that. He want to act like I don't exist. But one by one, little by little, I am reaching his viewers because they're tapping in. His viewers are pulling up to my page and they're looking. And they're like, I didn't know he was like this. I didn't know that's what he was doing. You right, Ringo. He is rage baiting. I realized that with all his videos. Like he put up another video talking about white nationalists and white supremacists was on some train. And he put an image with these guys on the train and had this black girl on the train. It got to be black and white. And he made it out to be a black-white issue, but he didn't show you other images with white people on the very same train or bus or whatever it was. He just showed a black image of a black girl on a bus or train and tried to make it seem like she was unsafe and she was around a bunch of racist and evil people. Listen, that black girl, let me see if I can pull it up, gang. Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me a minute. Let me go into files and see if I got it here, because I believe I have it. I think I downloaded it, but let me see, because I was supposed to. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. He had made a video and he published something like this. Y'all seen that? Put a 1 in the chat, because I know some of you always watch Willie D because you're hypocrites too. You watch him in the clouds. Even though I keep telling you folks to stop supporting these grifters, you keep going to their platforms, giving them those clicks and views. He posts a video, right, where he was talking about this, and he tried to make it seem like this black girl was in danger, not realizing that that black girl or black woman or whatever is actually more safe than you could imagine. She's actually more safe to be around them than the actual black community. That's a fact. You understand? But he was rage baiting in that video. He put a very misleading title talking about all Americans need to watch this video. And when you watch it, it's nothing but clickbait of him rage baiting. You understand? He's a race hustler, guys. He tried to make it seem like this black girl was in danger, that she was surrounded by racists. This is what he do, guys. Everything he do have to involve black, white, black, white. That is how he gets you. And if you're black and you can see that, you need to turn from that toxic poison. It's poison. You understand? You're not a victim as a black man or black woman. You're not inferior. You're not being oppressed. Nobody's after you. Stop allowing the devil to use these race-baiting hustlers to continue to gaslight you, love bomb you, and keep you in captivity. Stop allowing them to do that. So I provided proof that Willie D is in fact a race hustler, and all he does is rage bait viewers. So the choice is yours, guys. The choice is yours. You either support the truth or you support the lies. That being said, peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. If you like my content, support the show. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the Cash App, support the work that we do, guys. That's how we keep the lights on. Stop sitting around and waiting for someone else to do something and take action. If you like the content, support the work. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.